Good evening, Halloween goers. Welcome to Tenesha Talk the Teas. Thank you, everybody, for joining back. And it's Halloween. As you can see, I'm festive. I got my costume on. I am a leopard, a sexy leopard. And I am so blessed to be here tonight talking the teas with everybody. Thank you for coming and joining me on Halloween night. What's everybody up to? Tonight, I am a sexy leopard and I am spilling some teas. So, first off, on my teas tonight, to start off with celebrity chat, we're going to talk about the T.I. controversy, the Iggy versus Nikki battle. It's no secret. We know T.I. has a big ego. Maybe the Beyonce song hyped him up. I don't know. But for T.I. to ever demand that Iggy, although she is a star in her own way, she did not reach the plateaus, heights, and depths and everything else that Nikki has in her star power. That's fine. In the rap industry, I don't think T.I. is on the level of, say, a Jay-Z. I mean, we can, debate that out or however, you want to add your input on where you believe T.I. may be in the ranks of the rap industry and all that. But from my understanding and just, word on the streets, Jay-Z is that nigga. So it was just really a little, botherish of to me for T.I. to say that Iggy did not come out and do what somebody else had done when he's done what he's done and is where he is and who he is with what he's done. Why can't that be accepted for whoever else is in the game doing what they do? Nonetheless, they're still stars. He is an icon, and he's paved the way, T.I., for many people to successfully save their families, and he has greatly impacted communities. I don't see why to him that is not of a great level of success to have reached in his life. I mean, when you are in that arena, in that area, and on that level of power, and you are a Black man in America, knowing how we came to be and where we came, what we came through to where we are now, I would be more, concerned and just grateful that he has been able to do as he has and be who he is. Iggy did bring, a lot of that to the table for T.I. From my understanding, she has made T.I., more successful in her addition to being in T.I.'s camp. And on, any level of understanding, that is a great, thing to do. I mean, whenever you could come to a situation and make it greater and add to it and not take away from it and not tear it down. And those were not her intentions. And, it ended up making that situation better. I don't see where all of the controversy should be coming from. But again, we're talking about T.I. Big head. I really, just think that a nigga need to be a little bit more grateful. Right? Right. I'm not going to spend all my teas brewing on T.I.'s ego. I'd rather work on things to continue to bring and add to my table through my platform. Tenesha talks the teas, and never tear down such of any addition and no takeaway from my empire and where I am going and what I am doing and how I am moving. That alone, is due great homage, great respect, great gratitude. And I am, a great, just humble in that, respect to say thank you. I think T.I. needs to, practice a little bit more of what he's preaching, because from seeing, where he is speaking on how him and Iggy Azalea's relationship was, I didn't hear a nigga say thank you one time. And from my understanding, she did bring food to the table, which T.I. needs. He has a lot of children to feed. And a wife that is spoiled. Okay. Like I said, not going to spend too much time this Halloween. I know everybody's got to get to their trick-or-treating and handing out candy and arranging and fixing costumes. And I want to also please remind everybody that is out there trick-or-treating, be safe. Remember to wear your reflective colors. Be mindful of areas and people around you to, keep you safe on this Halloween night. We know Halloween can be not only frightful in the event of dressing up in scary monsters, but there are real scary monsters on the streets. And we want everybody to be safe and make it back to another day of Tenesha Talks to Tease with me. Like I said, not going to spend too much time on the T.I. controversy with Iggy. That's really all I really wanted to just talk about that. I don't see anything in the comments saying anything about where they felt, Iggy and Nikki could have or would have been in the running. I felt Iggy was in her lane, Nikki's in her lane, and they are headed towards two different destinies. I didn't see Iggy coming out trying to bite Nikki's style or sound like Nikki, look like Nikki, or be Nikki. For one, she's a Caucasian woman. I didn't see how, that would have been any type of resemblance in any way for her to then go and appear to be like an African American woman. I know people are flip-flopping around these days. I'm only a leopard on Halloween. When you see me in all of my beautiful, melanin sexiness and everything. So, you can only be you. You can only be in the skin you're in. And I think that you should love the skin you're in. And when you have blessed hands, that can not only touch your life, but others, be thankful. So that's going to end my T.I. Iggy, versus Nikki situation. Now we're going to get on to Tyler Perry's The Oval. The first season of The Oval has started on the OWN network, and I, along with Wendy Williams, really like the new show. I believe it might be BET. They got me a little confused with OWN being BET and BET having OWN network on it. So it might be BET. If it is, excuse my misunderstanding of where exactly the Oval is airing, but I think it's on the BET network or something like that. Okay. Anywho, moving right along. I really liked the new show. I thought it was interesting, and the character roles from the white president, his black wife, and their dysfunctional children to the White House, black staff, and their drama. The first show was captivating and it drew me in. So I gave it a thumbs up. Then, according to reliable sources, it may very well be short-lived. It looks like the network killed it. It's not in BET's future to bring back the Oval for a second season. Just when we were getting into the story, it is a strong rumor it has been canceled. For reasons of such as an overpour of viewer complaints. Some of them were there was poor acting scenes, too many violent scenes. There's a shortage of stage decor, and that the lighting was really extremely poor on the sets of Tyler Perry, the Oval. This is supposedly due to Mr. Tyler Perry's unwillingness to work with the local motion picture and TV electrical lighting unions. It's reporting he is refusing to work with the unions because of they cost too much. So apparently, the Oval has suffered from it, and viewers have taken notice. According to sources, he spent millions of dollars to have the grand opening in the ATL of the brand new Tyler Perry studio, which left very little for the budget for his shows. According to people close to Tyler, he is not pressed by his attempt that may have failed, as he knows the fans do enough to keep his lights on. Although we are not the actual electricians that fix the lights when they go out. I'm still looking forward to the remaining episodes in season 1. If it keeps giving me that hot, steamy, dysfunctional, just edge of your seat, clinging to almost every, act and move and word in the show, maybe things will turn around and they will be around a second season. We'll see how things go. And that was my commentary on Tyler Perry's new show, The Oval. On to my next celebrity chat. Thank you for tuning in. This is Tenesha Talks Teas. It's Halloween night. We've covered T.I., Iggy, and Nikki. Then we cover Tyler Perry's The Oval. May not be around for a second season. Now we're going to get into something that caught my attention. I watched TMZ. How can you not? They are everywhere in everybody's business. They're like the top paparazzi on a celebrity's ass. So it's kind of hard to miss TMZ. And on the TMZ, there was a guy named Van Lathan, the black guy, black ball guy, t-shirts. He was really savvy, just quick-witted, and gave a lot of great, insight, influence to our issues and our, our black celebrities. And we all love Mr. Van Lathan. Apparently, Mr. Van Lathan got into a scuffle with a co-worker of his, Mike Bopowich or something, I believe his last name, maybe. White co-worker. Him and Mike were friends before this situation ever happened. I never seen any type of stifle between the two of them on TMZ. Of course, everybody kind of shoots their shit, back and forth. And, people would never just get up and out of their self and attack each other. Well, apparently something was said that was too close for comfort for Mr. Van Lathan, the black guy. And he physically put hands around Mike's throat. He states he cannot disclose reasons why he was terminated from TMZ, but from his interview with Jamil Hill on her Unbothered podcast, he spilled a lot of teas. And Tenesha Talks to Teas is here with some of what all was disclosed, while Mr. Van Lathan from TMZ was fired for attacking a coworker. Van, first off, wants his viewers to know he's not an angry black guy. According to reporters, he physically attacked his white coworker, Michael Babcock. I completely tore up his name the first time. It's Michael Babcock. He attacked him by choking the spit out of him. Van says, however, that's a mischaracterization. He says he wants viewers to know he is not dangerous. And he's not mean. He's not angry. And it's wrong. They portrayed him like that. I got a little hot in my cat suit, so I unzipped it just a little. little air in there on those tatas. So, anywho, he says he wants viewers to know he's not dangerous. He's not angry. And they were wrong for portraying him in that light. He says even after all was said and done, he and Mike are still friends. Van and Mike. So, Van says the support since this incident has happened has been overwhelming. Viewers are even offering to cash app Van money until he moves forward, which he refuses and says he is okay and he will be okay. Although he said he is suffering some backlash recently, he says he's experiencing constant heavy breathing, and he is seeing a specialist. Like, he's having rapid heartbeat from, the situation and everything. I can imagine if this happened on the live set of TMZ, he would be experiencing some anxiety and some other things going on, So Van says his viewers can still see him on his Red Pill podcast, and he's possibly even coming out with the book. So I really want to, wish him the best moving forward, and just, give him the best regard in moving on and moving forward with all of his projects and, career and everything that he has gotten that he can take with him and move him forward in his life. So that is my commentary on why TMZ fired Van Lathan. It's because he choked another coworker. Now we have finished with our celebrity tea talk tonight on Tenesha Talks to Teas. We're going to get into how to get rid of the side chick. if you've been following me along, and a lot of you have, I am so grateful. I'm almost to 300 subscribers, and that is a phenomenal feeling that, I was able to come and be welcome and receive that type of response back. It is overwhelmingly, just exciting, and it feels really good to know that people have accepted me into their lives and like the commentary and like what I talk about and like that I talk the teas and come and see me when I get on here every single week. So it is a great feeling. I look forward to continuing to come into your lives every single week and bringing you all of the tea talk that Tenesha can muster up. Our first tea was on how to get a man, and I got a great response back from that. A lot of people went over to my Facebook, which is Tenesha Hill on Facebook, and it's spelled just like my first name. Then my last name is Hill, and you can inbox me. And a lot of women were like, I need those tips. Thank you, TT. Thank you, Tenesha, talking to T's, because I needed those tips. And I decided to, do another one on how to keep the side chick out of your relationship. And that went well. That went over really well with my viewers. And so I was just so reluctant to come back and think of course, what if the woman already has a side chick problem, like a rat problem? What would be my way to assist her in getting rid of that problem? So I wrote a few tips down, and I'm going to give those to you tonight on this show. And I hope that you guys, if ever in that situation or whatever the case may be, are in need of those tips, you can always come back, look at my video, listen to these tips, make them work for you, and keep it moving. Okay, so here we go. How to get rid of the side chick. Number one, once it has been made obvious you are in a relationship with a man that has a side chick who is the only woman, she has unfortunately become competition in her and his mind. And I'm telling you to not let it be a competition to you, because the only person you can and need to make better every single day, ladies, is you. So I'm going to say that one more time, just so that it is fully made clear that you understand you are not in competition with the side chick. It is not for your man to make you think that you have to step out into areas that are not safe for you in ways that make you not you to compete with somebody that should not be in your relationship in the first place. Okay? That's tip number one. Tip number two, how to get rid of a side chick. Please understand, when you have given 100% to your relationship and done your work, and he's still there with the side chick, it is now decision time. And you do have options, ladies. You do have choices. You are not the lesser of a woman because he faulted on his faithful side of y'all's relationship. Do not feel guilty or ashamed, embarrassed, and please, ladies, don't feel empty because he's giving away a part of him. You still stay as whole as you possibly can to lay down your options, choices, and demands. Please get empowered by your choices. Ladies, you do have them. Number three, how to get rid of a side chick. One choice to consider is leaving him. Having the strength to not live with a cheater is an option. And ladies, we have that as women. There is no law that you must stay with the man that shares his body, soul, mind, and spirit with another woman when he's supposed to be in a committed relationship. You do have every right, ladies. One moment, let me find. Okay, to know what you will and want to have in your relationships. And it's fine. Wait. Okay, it's fine if cheating is a boundary, and that is where you draw the line at. I didn't want to get my tips crossed up there. So, like I said, you do have every right to know what you want and what you will have and allow in your relationships. And it is fine if cheating is that boundary that you do not want crossed in your relationship. And you have every single right to assert that to your man, to your woman, and let him or her know you are not falling for no side pieces. You might want to lay down and do your soul and your mind and your body like that. But I'm letting you know right here, right now, that's where I draw and cross the line. And this right here from me cannot go on just like that. That's tip number 3. Let them know it's a deal breaker for you. Move on and don't look back. And give yourself all you need to heal and be strong for whatever is next in your life. Number 4. One moment, let me fix my whiteboard. Okay. Number 4. If you decide you don't want to leave him and it's worth your trouble, you are now, however, in a fight to rid your relationship of a side chick. And once you decide you want him, you must now know if he wants you. So we're going to fight smarter and not harder. All right. So he must be willing to rid himself and you of the headache and him of the side chick. This is how that looks. Smarter, not harder. He calls her up in your presence and politely but firmly tells her he is done and will never entertain the idea of them in his life again. And that's period, point blank, and all. When he's truly seen the error of his hurts and wrongs, this will be the end of your side chick problem. I'm having a whiteboard problem here. It keeps sliding all over my desk. So let me see if I can't. Okay, I got it stuck back up there now. That's tip number 4, ladies. And it's the end of my tips on how to rid your relationship of a side chick. I hope my 3-part series from how to get a man, how to keep a man, and how to keep a side chick out of your relationship. Yeah, I hope all of these great, wonderful series that I've done over the past couple of weeks encourage, inspire and empower our ladies that know they're worth every single tip and more that, it takes in your life just to move on in the way that you want to. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment. You can also contact Tenesha Talks to Tease at teneshatalk@gmail.com. It's spelled just like my banner shows it there, teneshatalk@gmail.com. I answer my emails frequently. People have also been inboxing me over on Facebook, which is perfectly fine as well. I will respond to those too. I have had a great, wonderful Halloween. I hope everybody has as well. I want to thank everybody for coming to Tenesha Talks to Tease tonight on this Halloween night. It's cold where I am. I'm in Denver and I have, snow, about 6 feet of snow, 6 inches of snow. And it's really cold here, but we're warm, we're toasty. As you see, we got our beautiful, wonderful simulation fireplace, and the heat's up to about 85. So we're warm in the Tenesha condo tonight. But I really want everybody to please be safe. Please know that if you're in danger, find somebody, grab somebody, let somebody know, call 911 immediately, get to a safe place. Please be safe this Halloween night. And before I sign off, I really want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I want to raise my hands up to the Witherspoon family. I really send out my deepest condolences for the Witherspoon family. I am a super fan of John Witherspoon. I have seen all his movies, all his shows 100 times over. I'm probably going to go watch some more tonight. I was deeply saddened. My life will never be the same as when I had John Witherspoon in it, but I'm glad that he was a part of my life that I can constantly bring back into my life. Rest in peace, rest in promise, Mr. John Witherspoon. You were my favorite. You will always be my favorite. Please slap 5 with Bernie Mac for me. And this was Tenesha Talks to Tease. Have a wonderful, safe Halloween, everybody. Bye.